I need to look at her eyes, please.
Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. Friday should be a day of high energy because you're going into the weekend, but on day 3 of the medical marathon, we are still hard at work here with our veterinary team. So what I'm showing you is a much smaller kitty than we've had in previous days. We have Caracal Aurora on the table, and I will explain a little bit why our little Caracal Aurora is being seen by the veterinary team today. And we'll get you a little closer look at some of her ear tufts and things like that and her spots on her belly, but we want the vets and the techs to be able to do their work first. So this is the last day of the triple match, everyone. You guys have amazed me with your generosity. As you know, we're trying to raise 4 months of general operating costs. And preventative vet care is just one of so many costs that we incur for our rescued residents. But preventative care is such an important part of their individualized care and a long and healthy life here at the sanctuary. So if you remember, Caracal Aurora had been bought for $7,000 as a pet. The gentleman was moving out of the country and reached out to our sanctuary to rehome her. And so we did take her into our sanctuary several years ago. She's definitely a Caracal by nature, and she likes to hiss, and she likes to be very independent. She currently lives alone in her habitat. So we're doing a full wellness exam, but our biggest thing is, even though she has been bright, alert, and responsive in her habitat, since she's arrived almost, she likes to regurgitate grass. She sometimes regurgitates her food. And when animals, especially cats, do that on occasion, it's nothing to worry about. But when it happens more frequently, we want to just check to make sure she doesn't maybe have a partial blockage. She might have, or if she doesn't have kidney issues that might be causing her an upset stomach. Maybe IBD, inflammatory bowel disease, or something like that. So today is really just to get more information to see if there's anything else we should be doing for a little bit of her regurgitation. And it could be she's just a hastily eater and sometimes eats too fast. But it's time for her wellness exam anyways, where we're gonna do blood work, vaccines, we're doing a whole body exam. Then we'll probably be doing some radiographs and ultrasound just to make sure we haven't missed anything with those GI issues she's having. But it really hasn't compromised her daily routine or anything like that. But hey, we have the team here. We have a bunch of experts with our vet team and visiting vets. So it's time, perfect time to take the moment to get really much more information. So the triple match, we keep doing our little promotional sign, is huge. And today is the last day to give online to midnight. But you can mail a check-in, and as long as it's postmarked today, it counts for the triple match. And we want to not only hit that goal, but surpass that goal of 4 months of operating. You guys helped us on every live post. Aurora here, if we could raise $400 towards Aurora's vet visit, which is a lot more than $400 when we're doing diagnostics, sedation drugs, vaccines, isoflurane gas, injectables. You guys know what a vet visit costs, and it's just that much more for a Wildcat. But it's something we always want to do, and your support goes a long way in providing preventative and emergency care to all of our residents here at the sanctuary. So let's learn a little bit more about caracals. So caracals have those long tufts on their ears, and all of the lynx family do. So a caracal is actually what we call a desert lynx. They're from Africa. So not like our Canada lynx from the US or the Eurasian lynx from Russia and Europe. These are African lynx, so you'll see that tufts. Those tufts not only help communicate to each other, but actually funnel sound down into the ear canal. So these guys are great at hunting birds and rodents. They're also known as great jumpers, which you might not think of a caracal. but they flush ground birds from the ground, and as the birds fly up, they leap into the air and grab a bird for their meal. The other thing is you'll see the spotted pattern on the tummy, which is similar to the bobcat. And these guys also have longer hind legs than they do front legs, which is definitely a lynx characteristic. So they're going to take more blood and urine sample. And we won't be live when we do radiographs because we need our staff wearing PPE and other equipment. It's harder to film a little guy because all the people fill the table, where usually it's the cat that fills the table. So it's the last day of our medical marathon. After Aurora, we are going to be looking at what cases we might want to talk about. We're going to be talking with all of our visiting vets and our current vet team, reviewing all the protocols for geriatric care, because there's always improvements in pain management and other things like that. And so with Shanti Diva, Tonka, even other old cats like that, of how we can help their pain management. If you missed, we have done a lot of work over the last 3 days. We have spayed Winona the tiger and did a full exam. We did diagnostics on Lion Leo. We spayed a witness protection tiger. We neutered a witness protection tiger. And we're seeing Aurora, and we might still see some of our witness protection cats today as well. So it's been a long 3 days. It's been wonderful to do this care and collaborate with some great wildlife vets and techs.
And then we'll move on to x-ray.
And I'm so thankful for our wonderful vet team, Dr. Camper, and our volunteer techs that always service TWS, Lise, Teresa, and the entire animal care staff who've done so much logistics of getting the animals into the hospital and watching them during recovery. And of course, the social media team who's helping answer all of your amazing questions. So running a sanctuary is a team effort for sure, and you guys are a key and critical part of that team. We know you can't be here on site with us daily, so we try to bring you behind the scenes to see where your dollars are going. And so now we're asking you to share our posts. If you've already given, thank you. If you want to give again or haven't had the opportunity to give, today is the last day of the triple match. Our goal is $400 on this live post. So we are hoping to get there. That will go towards a vet visit like this. It's amazing. And also our operating costs that the Miracle Match is helping completely is everything from keeping the lights on, food for the cats, enrichment for the cats, construction of habitats, hiring our caretakers and our vet team. It is a big job caring for big cats, and we're so happy to have you an extended part of our rescue team. So she's getting vaccines now. And we don't always have to sedate cats for vaccines, but what we do is we take the opportunity, if we're doing a wellness exam, to check everything the cat needs, recheck the microchip. Sadly, if they've been declawed by their owners, we recheck all their feet and if there's any regrowth. So sadly, when wildcats are declawed, we'll sometimes see regrowth or infection in those sites. I think Aurora has all of her claws, or is she front paw declawed? I think she's front paw declawed, but she has her back claws. So they will check all of those for regrowth or any bone fragments that might come out. Sadly, we've seen that on other cats, and that can contribute to late life arthritis as well. So we are going to be doing an ultrasound. So we never ask our vets to tell us all the results on camera, because what they like to do is do the full exam, get all the test results, blood work, ultrasound, and radiographs before making any diagnostic decision or prescription for treatment moving forward.
And if you want, you can put some on it. try and find her bladder. If she urinated on induction, we may not be able to find a bladder.
So right now they're checking for a bladder. Seeing a sorry, whoops, I just tripped over a vet tech.
Sir.
I'm gonna walk around, see if I can not trip over everything on the ground. So the ultrasound is helping guiding them to get a urine sample if she has a bladder still. Sometimes they express their bladder on their own during capture or sedation.
Doesn't feel like it. Yeah. Of the fluids. Yeah. Let's do that.
So they're giving her some subcutaneous fluids, and that's really just to help recovery of anesthesia and things like that. It's great supportive care, and then she actually might get a bladder after having some subcutaneous fluids. So if you're just joining in, we're the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. We're doing a wellness exam and GI check on Caracal Aurora. She has been doing great, but she has been eating a little more grass and regurgitating more than we see in normal caracals. So we weren't too concerned, but when you see a pattern like this, it can be because she might just have acid reflux. She might have kidney issues contributing to an upset stomach. She could have nothing or just be eating grass. But the thing is, the more preventative care we can check, if there is something more concerning like IBS or kidney issues, we can hopefully support that and minimize any effects it has on her health. So Aurora, like many of our cats, was a former pet. We do not condone keeping any wild animals as pets. Wild animals cannot be domesticated. That is a false notion. Just because they might imprint or be socialized in terms of talking to people or interacting, they're not domesticated. I like to say a tiger, for example, might be social, but in terms of a tiger, not in terms of a dog or cat. Kind of our motto, as you all know, is keep the wild in your heart, not your home, and adopt appropriate pets like a dog or cat from a shelter or rescue group. So they're going to be doing radiographs, so I'm going to be signing off to make sure we have enough PPE equipment for everybody in the clinic. And those of us that don't will be stepping out from the clinic. But no, we will definitely update you on all the cats that we've been doing medical marathons on. And we'll take one last peek at those beautiful ear tufts, the long fur. And next time you see Aurora, she's going to be happy and back in her habitat. And remember, it is the last day of the triple match. You have till midnight Central Standard Time to make a donation, get tripled by generous donors. You can also mail a check in today and have it postmarked, or you can call 320-245-6871 and we can take your donation over the phone. We'll tune in again this afternoon. It might be with a vet procedure, or it might be just a surprise with one of wonderful cats that you get to see enjoying the life at the sanctuary that you provide. So thank you so much. We still would like to raise a minimum of $400 on this post, so feel free to share with friends and family and help us reach our goal for the cats.